Dear students, good morning to one and all. Today we are going to discuss about the scope. What is the scope of botany? Now let us discuss about the man's domestication of plants refers to history of human civilization. Several crop cultivation to be described about the human civilization. Next, the problem like decreasing resources and increasing population could be solved to a great extent by enhancing crop yields through green revolution and also develop diseases, plant resistant crops utilizing the principle of biotechnology. Mainly, the problem like decreasing resources and increasing population, especially increasing of the human being population, decreasing certain resources. So could be solved to a great extent by enhancing crop yield, enhancing mainly crop yield, high crop yield through green revolution, by means. So to be increasing of high population in this time to be developed hybrid variety of wheat, rice, maize. Dr. M.S. Swaminathan to be introduced the hybrid varieties of maize, wheat, rice and sugar cane. So these cropping plants to be utilizing in the human population. So there is no evergreen of is always food materials, and hence a certain period of the time and credit goes to Dr. M.S. Swaminathan. Hence he is regarded father of green revolution, by means increasing of the food materials at a certain period of the time, such as mainly wheat, maize, then after rice and sugarcane, and also develop diseases and plant resistant crops utilizing the principles of biotechnology. So biotechnology, this is a new technology or modern technology of branches. One organism of DNA is combined with another organism of DNA, that is now called biotechnology. One organism of DNA is easily transferred into another organism, then transfer DNA and certain host DNA to be combined to be make a one recombinant DNA, that is called biotechnology or recombinant DNA technology. Okay, now once again, one organism of DNA is easily transferred to another organism. The another organism are here host of the organism. This organism is also containing a DNA molecule. This DNA and transfer of DNA both are combined to be make a new DNA, that is now recombinant DNA or biotechnology. Now applied fields like agriculture, forestry, horticulture and floriculture have recorded great progress through experiment in hybridization and genetic engineering. So several agricultural plants, several forestry plants and several horticultural plants and several floricultural plants have been crossing one dominant plant to another aggressive plant to be formed one new hybrid variety of plant, that is plant hybridization and also as well as genetic engineering. This is similar to biotechnology. So horticulture means So it is the study the cultivation of fruits, the cultivation of fruits. And floriculture, it is the study of the cultivation of flowers. The cultivation of flowers, that is called floriculture. That is called floriculture. So new techniques of plant breeding were used to develop hybrid varieties in crop plants like rice, wheat, maize and sugarcane. Rice, wheat, maize and sugarcane. Only to be utilized plant breeding technology to be developed, especially most of the economically important cropping plants such as rice, wheat, maize, sugarcane. These four cropping plants are evergreen on the earth. Evergreen on the earth. So those four cropping plants are to be should be essential to be utilized in the lifespan of human beings. Lifespan of human beings such as rice plant, wheat plant, maize plant and sugarcane plant. And one of the important are here the efforts made in plant physiology. The efforts made in especially plant physiology. Plant physiology means it deals with the study of vital variety of absorption of water and mineral nutrients in plants, growth and photosynthesis, respiration, nitrogen metabolism and development of seeds and development of fruits, that is above the plant physiology. So in this plant physiology helped in the development of agriculture by providing knowledge. So in this plant physiology is also helped in development of agriculture, at the same time by providing to be knowledge about the role of minerals, in plant nutrition, about the role of minerals in plant nutrition and importance of hormones in plant growth. Generally plant physiology is described about the absorption of water and mineral nutrients and importance of hormones in plant growth. Certain hormones such as auxins, gibberellins, cytokinins, abscisic acid and also as well as ethylene. The most important hormones are here auxins, cytokinins and ethylines. What is the mainly play role of auxins, what is the mainly play role of cytokinins and what is the mainly play role of ethylene? Now auxins at low concentration can induce the formation of roots. So generally the roots are developed in the soil, but here auxins is also developed the cutting of the stems. Roots are developed the cutting of the stems. Why? Because to be containing one type of auxins. Okay, now stem cuttings to be also produced normal roots. Why? Because these stem cuttings are containing one type of auxins, that is NAA, naphthalene acetic acid. So generally auxins is also to be formation of roots. In which part? Stem cuttings. Normally or generally every plant should be containing root system, shoot system. But some of the plants is also containing root system, at the same time to be containing another roots, especially to be developed stem cuttings. These are partially roots. Okay, now auxins at low concentration can induce the formation of roots within the help of one type of auxin, that is named NAA, naphthalene acetic acid. Now another one, auxins also have epicidal effect. And are also used in the dicotyledons of weeds. Certain auxins to be easily killing of the dicotyledon weeds. The important certain auxin are here 2,4-D, that is 2,4-dichlorophenoxyacetic acid. Okay, now Auxins at low concentration can induce the formation of roots. Auxins is also to be produced some roots, especially stem cutting pots. Why? Because containing one type of auxin, that is NAA, naphthalene acetic acid. At the same time, auxins is also to be killing of dicotyledon weeds. Why? Because containing one type of auxin, that is named 2,4-D. The full form 2,4-dichlorophenoxyacetic acid. 2,4-dichlorophenoxyacetic acid. So this is the importance of auxins. Now coming to another one here, cytokinins. Cytokinins are used to enhance the shelf-life period of leafy vegetables like spinach. So cytokinins are also helping shelf-life period of leafy vegetables, especially spinach. Next coming to ethylene. Ethylene to accelerate the ripening of fruits like apple, banana and watermelons. So ethylene play a main important role in the ripening of fruits such as apple, banana and watermelon. This is the importance of ethylene. Okay now. So this is about the scope of botany. Okay now.